Tottenham Hotspur Football Club have confirmed the signing of Dutch international defender Paul van Hecke. He arrives from Brighton, costing £52 million. He becomes Tottenham's third summer signing, and we are only on day 4. There is 89 days left of the summer transfer window. On Friday, the home and the away shirts come out for the 26-27 campaign, and also the fixtures are released at 10 a.m. UK time. And David Ornstein has just stated that Spurs and Roberto De Zerbi are now interested in signing West Ham United star Mateus Fernandes. Hi everyone, hope you're well. Chris Cowlin here. This is another edition of Tottenham News, where I began for all of the latest Spurs news, rumours and reports. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you listen to this on an audio platform, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say a big personal thank you to every single one of you who has hit that play button and has hit that subscribe button, because today we have reached 215,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. And we have also just reached 215 million views on the channel. So a big heartfelt thank you to every single one of you. On Thursday, it was announced by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club that Paul van Hecke has signed for Spurs from Brighton. In the club statement, it says, "We're delighted to announce the signing of Paul van Hecke, an experienced Netherlands international. He joins from Brighton and Hove Albion and has signed a long-term contract with the club." Tottenham's new signing, the Dutch international defender Paul van Hecke, on signing for Spurs, he said, "I got a very good feeling from the directors and of course also from the manager, who I knew from Brighton and had a good time with there. So my connection with the manager is really strong. Also from Johan Lange and the owners, I got a really good feeling. Mickey van der Ven also told me some really good things about the club, and I was happy when I heard I was going to join them. He was honest with me and said it is such a big club. The fans are really nice and there are really good people inside the club. So now I have a really good impression of how the club is, and I'm really looking forward to meeting everyone." Van Hecke then went on to say, "I think I'm a player that will always give everything and leave my heart out on the pitch. I try to win every game. I try to win every tackle, every duel. And I think on the ball, it is also my strength, and I can play nice passes between the lines, play forward to play behind the lines. I can be a defender who is good on the ball, and also someone who does really like defending, being aggressive and playing on the front foot." He then went on to say, "I'm excited to join the club and I'm already looking forward to playing my first game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I have played there, of course, as a guy from another team, but now I'm going to play there with Tottenham Hotspur and the Tottenham Hotspur fans. I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone." Now, Paul van Hecke from Kansas City, of course, from the World Cup, he sent this short message.
"Hello Spurs fans, Paul van Hecke here from Kansas. I'm really happy to join the club. It's a big honor for me and I'm looking forward to play for Tottenham. For me, it's a big dream will come true, and I look forward to see you all. Mickey already told me some great things about the club, about the fans, about the people inside the club. He already gave me his shirt, so that's really nice. I'm really looking forward to play my first game for Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs."
Tottenham Hotspur boss Roberto De Zerbi on the signing of Paul van Hecke. He said, "Paul is someone I know very well from our time together at Brighton, and I'm delighted to be working with him again. He is such a strong, intelligent centre-back who is brave in possession and plays with personality. Those are important qualities for the way I want our team to set up. Off the pitch, he is a mature leader and has a hunger to learn and improve every day. Paul has made great progress over the last few years, and I believe he can develop even further here at Tottenham Hotspur." Now, the club's sporting director, Johan Lange, on Tottenham signing John Paul van Hecke, he said John Paul is an outstanding defender who has excelled in the Premier League and at international level, and someone we have been tracking for a number of years. As well as his technical qualities and strong defensive instincts, he also has the maturity, character and professionalism that we look for when recruiting players. Lange then went on to say, as we continue to rebuild our squad, it is important to bring in players who can contribute immediately while also being part of our long-term vision. John Paul van Hecke fits that profile perfectly, and we are excited about what he will bring to the team. Sky Italy have just reported that Napoli have joined the race for Spurs goalkeeper Vicario. The latest from Sky Sports reporter Gianluca Damasio. He has stated Napoli are the latest Serie A club to show an interest in Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Vicario. Juventus have been exploring a potential move for the Italy international as they search for a new goalkeeper. Aston Villa's Martinez is Juventus's first choice, but progress has been slow, which has seen Vicario come into their thinking. David Ornstein has just reported that Tottenham Hotspur are among clubs keen on signing Mateus Fernandes from West Ham United, separate to the Tottenham Hotspur pursuit of Sandro Tonali. Interest driven by Roberto De Zerbi, wants West Ham United talent as well as the Newcastle midfielder. So my thoughts on everything in this episode. Let's start by talking about John Paul van Hecke, and I'm going to keep this short and brief because I feel like I've been talking about him for the last couple of weeks on every single episode. Now, we have just purchased a player who is a top quality defender with vast Premier League experience. He is a ball-playing centre-back, as is Marcos Senesi, and I'm very excited about this signing. I feel very good about this signing, and I feel like Tottenham are showing ambition in this transfer window. And as I said in the intro, we are on day 4 of the summer transfer window. There is 93 days left, and we have signed 3 top-quality players with vast Premier League experience and leadership qualities. It's brilliant. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club must be given the credit for getting these deals done so quickly. But what I would say is that this does need to continue. In the 93 days that is left of the transfer window, this does need to continue. But what a fantastic start from Spurs. That defensive line is starting to look very, very strong. And, of course, the depth of the defensive line. So I think that Spurs now need to be moving on to midfield and certainly in the attacking third area as well. But I'll tell you what, I've been very, very impressed with what Tottenham have done in the opening 4 days of the window. Of course, they did have deals lined up, going into this window. So it did make it a little bit easier for them. And, also fair play, it's not easy closing deals during a major tournament like a World Cup. So fair play and give credit where credit is due. But I will keep stressing and I will keep repeating, it cannot stop here. It must continue, because if you're going to back Roberto De Zerbi and you are going to, put Tottenham back to where we belong, and that's their words, I might add, put us back to where we belong, then Roberto De Zerbi needs a number of reinforcements in all key areas. Goalkeeper. We've signed a number of defenders now, in midfield, certainly in the final third. A striker should be high up on the priority list. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in these next 93 days. But I'll tell you what, if I was Roberto De Zerbi right now, I'd be feeling very, very happy, and I'd be feeling very much backed in this transfer window so far. And this is just the beginning. So I'm hoping that we are all going to feel very, very excited. Of course, in the last couple of days, we've heard from the likes of Fabrizio Romano stating that Spurs are, going after players like Sandro Tonali. And I tell you what, if we are targeting those sorts of players, that caliber of player, then I tell you what, this window will be a good window. But of course, I'll say again, last year, Morgan Gibbs-White, Eze, etc. We don't want to be in this position again for, an Arsenal or a Manchester City or another team coming in for Sandro Tonali. Tottenham Hotspur need to close these deals. There's no point just being interested in these top players. We need to get these over the line, like Spurs have done with Van Hecke, because Van Hecke was wanted by a number of clubs. Senesi was wanted by a number of clubs, and Tottenham Hotspur have got these deals done. Fair play. Andy Robertson brings vast experience, leadership qualities to this squad as well. So, yeah, it must continue. The only other story was about Vicario, and lots of clubs interested in him, particularly in Serie A, and I do fully expect Vicario to go out the door this summer. And I also think that Spurs need to be ruthless in this summer transfer window as well. And we might even be raising our eyebrows that one or two players go out the door where a lot of us probably thought, oh, I thought they would stay. So let's watch this space. But it needs to be a major rebuild this summer, because we can't be finishing anywhere near 17th again like we have done in the last two seasons. And Spurs want to be in a position to be fighting on all fronts. So Roberto De Zerbi, I think that he needs to be ruthless. The club needs to be ruthless. Offload the players that is not in or they're not going to be in De Zerbi's plans, and aim high. Because we want to be going far in the League Cup, we want to be going far in the FA Cup, and of course we want to be challenging as high up as possible in the Premier League table, and we want to be playing, in a European competition the following season. Now, of course, the fixtures are out on Friday morning, 10 a.m. Now, I'm just going to give a random guess here to say that I think that we're going to probably play someone like Hull City on the opening weekend of the season. This is just a guess. I'm not in the know here. This is just a random guess. If I had to guess, I'd say Hull City away, opening weekend of the season. Let me know yours in the comments section below. And of course, as well, the home and away shirts for the 26-27 campaign officially are released on Friday morning by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and the shirts will be available at the Tottenham Hotspur Experience as well as the Nike stores in the UK. They'll probably be sold all over the world as well, so have a look at an outlet near you. But that is when it's going to feel exciting. The shirt comes out on the same day as the fixtures, and that's when everyone is going to be looking at those fixtures, especially the first 3 or 4 fixtures. And then we're all going to be saying, how many points do you think we're going to get here? Where's the first win going to come from? And, it's going to feel exciting again, particularly when we're signing players, and particularly when people are feeling positive again. And there is a lot of positive energy around Spurs at the moment. And it's quite strange as well, isn't it? Because only a couple of weeks ago, we finished 17th, and, we were on the verge of being relegated. Had we have lost that last game and West Ham, got that result, Spurs could have gone down. But we need to forget this. We need to put it behind us, and we need to move on. Roberto De Zerbi needs to be backed, and we all need to feel excited again. And of course, the transfers will certainly help that. But the fixtures, I love it when the fixtures come out. And I tell you what, not only are the fixtures coming out, the new shirts are coming out. And when the new shirts are coming out and people are buying them and wearing them, and of course, when that happens, everyone's going to be like, I cannot wait until the season starts again. Now, just as I finish this episode, David Ornstein from The Athletic reported that Tottenham Hotspur are among clubs keen on signing Mateus Fernandes from West Ham United, separate to Tottenham's pursuit of Sandro Tonali, interest driven by Roberto De Zerbi. He wants the West Ham United talent as well as the Newcastle United midfielder. Now, what is it I've been saying for many years about Spurs showing ambition, Spurs going out, all out, and signing top quality players, top quality talent to be walking straight into this team, to be helping the manager, moving us up that Premier League table and showing ambition to win silverware year after year, by going out, identifying top talent and getting them over the line and getting them at the football club. I tell you what, at the moment, it appears that Roberto De Zerbi is doing a lot of wanting, and it appears at the moment that Roberto De Zerbi is having a lot of control at the football club. And I tell you what, I'm liking what I'm hearing right now, that he wants top quality players in the door, because he certainly don't want to be finishing 17th. He has high hopes for this football club, and he wants to take us, to the top. So I like what I'm hearing right now, but like I said earlier, it's about getting these deals over the line, not just being in the conversation about signing these top players. It is about getting them over the line. But if Roberto De Zerbi is leading this at the moment, and Roberto De Zerbi is telling the hierarchy, telling the owners, the key decision makers at the football club right now, that these players are the ones that he wants, I'm hoping that they give him everything that he wants, and we will feel very, very excited when the 26-27 campaign kicks off. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and well. Keep smiling and come on, you Spurs.